Today is my mother's birthday, and this candle is in honor of my mom. I lit it in honor of her and to just bring in her energy. And I'm sharing breakfast with her this morning. She loved her porridge, and I love my porridge. And so I'm spending this morning having breakfast with Mom. And I'm reflecting on her beautiful life, her difficult life. And while it might seem like a failure, a life riddled with hardships and trouble, illness, brokenness, it was my mother's life, her difficulty, reflecting on her difficulty, and her death, her dying of cancer, which was her greatest dread. Her legacy, she wanted a legacy of being healed, being the bearer of miraculous healings that she had experienced from God. And she did experience 3 supernatural, miraculous healings from God in her lifetime. And one thing she kept telling herself is that she would never want to die with cancer or be hit by another car on the highway. And thankfully, she did not get killed by an accident, but she did die of that dreaded cancer. She did die of that dreaded cancer. And I am not speaking in any way negatively of her life or experience and view it as a failure, that her faith failed. I view it as the greatest gift that I could ever be given. By my mom. She served as a mighty catalyst to wake me up from the Christian amnesia and my belief in God. You may not understand when I speak in terms of getting woken up from my belief in God. I get that. Unless you have had an awakening experience that shook you to the core, that shook your faith in God to the core, you will not understand. It is not a travesty or a tragedy to lose your faith in God. And I am a good example of that. When my mother died with the cancer, as it ate her up, in spite of her clinging to her faith to her last breath, my eyes were opened to the absence of God. My eyes were open to the abandonment of God. Now, I'm not talking like an atheist would talk. I do believe in a God consciousness, a divine intelligence that got all of this started. But I do not believe in the biblical concept of a God. The candy man in the sky that answers all your prayers. At some point, the candy machine will run out, it will go empty, and then we are faced with a earth-shattering and heaven-shaking reality. Everything that can be shaken will indeed be shaken and fall down. And in the process, I found the reality of who I am. I found the I am that I am. And my focus became inward centered. Some might call it self-centered, but I'm not talking about egocentric centeredness. I'm talking about I am centeredness. It caused me to turn within and find myself, my divine consciousness. And my life now is the result of the tragic, what some people would term a tragic passing of my dear mother. But I'm so grateful for her life. I'm so thankful for your life, Mom. You really came into the world taking on a very heavy burden. And I hope that my life has redeemed all of that, has redeemed the ancestry. And I am the first one and the last one in our lineage to redeem us all by regaining consciousness, by regaining the slumber that fell on Adam, on mankind. I have regained my consciousness. And you are my hero. You will always be my hero. I love you, Mom. I love you. So, I should probably end it there.